very good afternoon indeed from Weldon Road, Castleford, for this second round Challenge Cup match between Castleford and Widnes. The Castleford team take the pitch in front of a capacity crowd here at Weldon Road. Just the one change in the Castleford lineup this afternoon, so I'll run through the and the slightly unfamiliar lineup for Widnes this afternoon. One or two changes forced on them. For Widnes, at 9. For this afternoon is Mr. Cross. Widnes will be playing in a familiar white strip with black trim, and Castleford in their amber shirts with the white bars and black shorts. As I said, a capacity crowd here at Castleford this afternoon, an all-ticket match, even though the game being televised live. Both of these teams currently lie first and second in the First Division. Castleford, long-time leaders of the First Division. But Widnes last Sunday closed the gap to 1 point with that home win against Oldham. The two sides are due to meet twice in the league during the next few weeks. So with this cup pairing, a lot of hopes for both sides depend on these next three vital clashes between Castleford and Widnes. Obviously, this game will capture the imagination of the whole rugby league world. The two top form sides in the rugby league. Castleford start the game kicking deep into the Widnes half. Paul Hume drives back, where he's met by Kevin Ward and Gibbs. In fact, Castleford steal the ball 3 or 4 yards from the Widnes line, and they drive at the Widnes post right in the first 30 seconds of the game. Keith England is held up just 2 or 3 yards short of the Widnes line. Castleford then with a chance to move the ball to the right, but in turn they drop the ball. Now Coloto, Alan Tate. So a bit of fortune there for Widnes. Under severe pressure early on from Castleford, retrieving the ball. So just inside the Widnes 25, Derek Pike plays the ball. Now Mike O'Neill, met again by 3 Castleford forwards. Now Joe Grimmer. Obviously the first few minutes of this and any other cup tie, the tackling should be quite ferocious. Alan Tate then with a kick downfield to take the pressure off Widnes. And that ball eluding the full back, Rockley, and a good kick that was from Alan Tate. So Castleford make it up to their own 25, who is tackled by Andy Correa. So a good kick by Alan Tate, takes the pressure back up towards the Castleford half of the field. Well, the referee deciding that a Widnes player was offside at that play the ball has in fact awarded Castleford a free kick midway between the halfway and their 25. A good steady kick for touch, and Castleford then through Kevin Ward. The Great Britain prop forward. Martin Kettridge, Castleford second row man. Good tackling early on from Widnes. Tackling in 2s and 3s and smothering the ball, not allowing Castleford to move the ball along the line. Castleford then through Joyner. Out to Horo, who comes back inside and is met by Caloto. Playing the ball to himself. And the referee deciding that Caloto impeded Horo at the play of the ball and is in fact awarded Castleford a free kick just outside the Widnes 25. So Martin Kettridge kicks that ball safely into touch, and it will be a tap penalty through Kevin Beardsmore, 10 yards from the Widnes line. Now Keith England held up by Derek Pike and Mike O'Neill. So Castleford then early in this game, 5 or 6 yards from the Widnes line. Switch play to the standoff Anderson. Well met by Paul Hume. Still Castleford then with a chance to move the ball to the left. Fullback joins the line. Marchant. Good tackling from David Hume. Still pressure from Castleford. Now Kettridge coming the blind side. The referee decides that it's still the last tackle. He's not wiped the tackles clean, and Castleford then just inside the Widnes 25. A kick from the full-back, Rockley, and a tremendous kick taken by Alan Tate over his own goal line. Two or three Castleford players tackling Alan Tate after the referee's whistle had gone. Obviously this will be a fiercely fought contest in the first 10 to 15 minutes. Now Joe Grimmer gets the ball away to Mike O'Neill. Mike O'Neill to Martin O'Fire inside his own half. He's the fullback to beat. Martin O'Fire kicks the ball on, and the referee, Mr. Cross, deciding that Martin O'Fire was unfairly impeded by a Castleford covering defender, Shane Horo. And many of the Widnes fans believe that there was nothing to stop Martin O'Fire scoring that opening try of the game. The full-back was well out of position. But no matter, with about 4 minutes of the game gone, Widnes are awarded a free kick for that foul on Martin O'Fire, and Andy Currier will attempt to kick Widnes in front with a kick on the Castleford 25. Obviously a very difficult kick for Andy Currier, way out on that far touchline on the Castleford 25. Comes up to the ball, kicks the ball high enough, but he's well wide with that penalty attempt, and Castleford retrieve the ball and make ground to about 5 or 6 yards from their own line. Sean Owen for Castleford. Widnes must keep the pressure on Castleford here, make them use their tackles near their own line. Martin Kettridge, well met by 3 Widnes forwards. Now Kevin Ward. Mike O'Neill and Derek Pike quickly there before Kevin Ward could get into his stride. Now the ball thrown back to the fullback Rockley, who kicks it down into the Widnes half, where it's taken by Alan Tate. But a good tackle by Kevin Beardmore right on halfway. David Hume from half-back. Doing very well and looking for support. Now Mike O'Neill. Offloads the ball to Richard Ayres, but the ball knocked forward, and in fact the loose ball picked up by Keith England for Castleford. Midway between the Castleford 25 and halfway. Joe Grimmer and Derek Pike bringing down Gibbs. Now Kettridge met by the same two players. Beadsmore switches it back inside to Keith England, who throws the ball back, keeping the ball up. And Joe Grimmer picks up the loose ball from that very loose back pass indeed from Castleford. So a chance for Widnes through Mike O'Neill. Moving the ball to the left through Coloto. David Hume to his brother Paul. Back inside to Richard Ayres, who finds Alan Tate in support, skips round the full-back, and Alan Tate races towards... A quite superb early try for Widnes. And Widnes move into a very nice 4-0 lead. With about 7 or 8 minutes of this first half gone. Andy Courier has the very easy position for this conversion attempt. A very strong wind that Widnes are playing against in this first half. And Courier duly kicks that kick for Widnes. Eight minutes of the first half gone. Widnes 6, Castleford 0.
Shoot about, but the ones down there you can't see much of blue.
So Castleford restart the game then after that early try for Widnes. And now Paul Hume driving back at the Castleford defence. Paul Hume, normally a forward, now playing at scrum half today, while his brother David moves to the standoff role. Now Coloto. Mackenzie at halfback throws the ball back to Alan Tate, who boots the ball downfield. Well, his opposite number, David Rockley, takes a ball just inside his own 25, but he's met by Darren Wright and Martin of Fire. Good tackling again from Widnes, forcing Horo back to 3 yards from where he received the ball. So at the moment, Castleford held up on their own 25, the forwards not making any headway at all against some very keen Widnes tackling. Now Kettridge. Now John Joyner with a long pass. A chance for Castleford to move the ball out, but a good tackle by Courier. Well, a knock on by Castleford on the 6th tackle, and the referee deciding that it's a turnover. So Widnes have the ball midway between the halfway line and the Castleford 25. Coloto trying to offload the ball, but tackled in the end by 4 Castleford forwards. Widnes with a chance to move the ball to the left then. Paul Hume to Derek Pike. With a good tackle by Kevin Ward, the Great Britain number 8. Joe Grimmer Excellent start for Widnes, just the start that they need in this cup tie. Knock some of the early wind out of the Castleford sails. But a short ball there going to ground and rescued by Beesmore, who gets Castleford moving again through Kevin Ward. But as soon as Kevin Ward appears to get the ball for Castleford, the Widnes forwards quickly up on him. They know the danger from this man. Now Martin Kettridge takes play just over the halfway line. Now Gibbs. So Castleford driving in, one man at a time, trying to take play deep into the Widnes half. Joyner with a long pass, trying to open the play up. Now a chance for Castleford. Castleford not moving that ball fast enough to make an overlap, and Widnes cover quickly over. Now Southernwood. So the last tackle then, midway between the halfway and the Widnes 25. John Joyner with a long pass to the right. The ball going behind Horo and indeed into touch. A very loose pass indeed by John Joyner. And some early nerves from Castleford. But that occurring on the sixth tackle, so a turnover and Widnes ball. David Hume. Now Pike moves the ball to Alan Tate, who comes into the line again. Always the danger of Alan Tate coming into this line now for Widnes. Showing up with that early try for Widnes. Now Joe Grimmer. Some sloppy play by Widnes, losing 10 yards at that play the ball. Now Mike O'Neill. Surges through, Mike O'Neill. He has Darren Wright on his outside. So unlucky for Widnes. Mike O'Neill doing very well, breaking one or two Castleford tackles. Looking for Darren Wright, but his pass just going astray. Very unlucky indeed for Widnes. Just over halfway. Well, after that first minute of pressure from Castleford on the Widnes line, Castleford have not been inside the Widnes 25 since that very first minute. Widnes tackling has been excellent so far. But Castleford now through Kettridge. But Andy Courier and Darren Wright, the two Widnes centres, bring him to ground. So Beardmore a half-back for Castleford. Keith England. Southernwood. Should have moved that ball for Castleford. Castleford switch it the other way. Joyner through Kevin Ward. Ward. Still going Ward, just over the Widnes 25. Brings some applause from the Castleford fans. So on the last tackle, just inside the Widnes 25, Joyner with a kick to the flag. But that ball too strong from John Joyner. And that will result in a tap to Widnes on the 25. So with about 14 minutes of this first half gone, Widnes doing very well indeed against a very strong wind. They lead by 6 points to 0 and are coping with anything that Castleford's thrown at them at the moment. Now Richard Ayres. Certainly Widnes look the more dangerous side with the ball. One or two of the Widnes forwards look quite capable of breaking the Castleford defence. Now Colosso. Offloads to Pike. Good dummy from Derek Pike and surges through the middle. He kicks and there's David Hume after the ball. A terrific kick. Now a chase. David Hume. Referee not satisfied with that scrummage. Midway between the Castleford try line and the 25. Widnes put in, now Widnes ball, a chance for Widnes. Andy Courier racing towards the Castleford line. For a second he looked as if he'd slipped his tackler. So again a chance for Widnes then. Phil McKenzie from half-back passes out to David Hume, who tries to run round the Oh, getting another try for Widnes. A superb start for Widnes. Well, all the media hype coming from Yorkshire about Castleford, long leaders of Division 1. What a great side. The media tell. In fact, was a very big test for Castleford, or is a very big test for Castleford. And just at the moment, they are found wanting. Andy Courier then, with an opportunity. But that kick moves to the right of the post. And with about both these sides, great attacking flair this season, scoring plenty of tries, but it must be remembered that these two sides have the best defensive records in the rugby league. So if any side gets too far in front, it would seem like a mountain for the other one to come back because of the superb defensive record of either side. Now Joe Grimmer looking inside, Darren Wright. Half stop, finds inside to Phil McKenzie. Wonderful football by Widnes, and Phil McKenzie goes over for the third Widnes try after 18 minutes of this game. The whole of Yorkshire is stunned by this superb start by Widnes. For a superb Widnes try. Castleford are in danger of going out of the cup in the first quarter of the game. Andy Courier duly converts that try, and Widnes move out to a very comfortable looking 16 points to nil lead.
16 balls.
And most of them stunned by this electric start from Widnes.
Who's this song to you, Lawrence?
So Castleford restart the game, 16 points to nil down. Mike O'Neill for Widnes, charges back at the Castleford defence. Widnes obviously with their tails up now.
One run, lad. One run. Get among them.
And although only the first quarter of the game gone, you feel that one more score from Widnes could really put this game right out of Castleford's reach.
Get him on side, referee!
Widnes at the moment just punching holes in this Castleford defence. Alan Tate, another good kick downfield, but well fielded by the fullback David Rockley. A difficult bounce. Shane Horrow taken just inside his own 25 by O'Fire and Darren Wright. So now the turn of the Widnes defence to shine, as Castleford now have a chance of the ball. Widnes pinch the ball and move the ball to the right. Coloto charging himself, doing very well, finding Rick Thackeray. Castleford are really at 6s and 7s. They just cannot handle this Widnes attack at the moment. Coloto. Mike O'Neill. Well, before this match kicked off, the big reputations were in the Castleford front row with Kevin Ward, Keith England and Kevin Beardmore, but it's been the Widnes front three that have punched holes in the Castleford defence. David Hume passes to Joe Grimmer, who races in for a superb Widnes try. And this is an unbelievable start by Widnes. They are just... Castleford 0, Widnes 20. And that conversion by Andy Courier pushes Widnes out to an unbelievable 20.
Come on, boys! Don't get complacent.
Well, Widnes players know more than anybody precisely what they must do now. By any stretch of the imagination, a 22 points to 0 lead is a winning lead.
I don't think they will. I think Widnes will score again this time. Oh!
Mike O'Neill then. Derek Pike, just inside his own 25. And a chance for everybody to get their breath back after a superb scoring spree by Widnes. Alan Tate. Another good kick into space. And Rockley feels the ball just inside his own 25 and is met by O'Fire and by Darren Wright.
Not again.
Can actually feel the shock of the Castleford fans here. They've come here in droves this afternoon, expecting the league leading side to put one over on Widnes, and they really have not been able to come up with any answers at all. Kevin Ward brought down on halfway, and Joe Grimmer robs the ball from Kevin Ward. And everything going for Widnes just at the moment. On halfway, David Hume. Alan Tate in the line again. Widnes just seems to be brushing the Castleford tackling aside. Phil McKenzie switches it back to Derek Pike. Now Paul Hume. Good tackle by Ward that time though. An excellent tackle by Kevin Ward. Play on, says the referee. Phil McKenzie with a kick deep into the Castleford 25, and that will be a scrum down. More pressure for Castleford. So it'll be Roy Southernwood to put the ball in for Castleford, and Castleford get the ball from the scrum. Richard Ayres quickly out to smother any sort of move at all. Quite apart from the superb attacking display early by Widnes, the defence been rock solid and not allowed Castleford any sort of room at all. And Mr. Cross deciding that a Widnes player was offside at that play the ball, and it will be a free kick. To Castleford, Martin Kettridge in midfield, kicks the ball into touch just on halfway. Kevin Beardmore then. If Castleford are to get back in this game at all, they need a very quick try indeed, and they're not going to get it with that sort of play. Widnes robbing the ball at the first tackle. But a knock on by Derek Pike, fielded by Southernwood, and the referee plays the advantage rule, so the ball back with Castleford midway between the halfway and the 25. Kettridge. Brought down by Richard Ayres. Now Gibbs. Castleford running in ones, not looking for support at all, driving towards the Widnes 25. John Joyner. The pass to Kevin Ward. Well, Widnes ball. David Hume on the first tackle with a quite superb kick downfield. And obviously with a cushion of 22 points, the more that Widnes keep the ball in the Castleford half of the field, that clock will tick away even from this early part of the game, as far as the Castleford fans are concerned. A scrum down, midway between halfway and the Castleford 25. Roy Southernwood. Castleford get that ball out.
How bad do you want it?
Chapman coming inside from the wing, but again the two Hume brothers have got the middle of that field well boxed off with some tremendous tackling. Now John Joyner trying to switch play back to his wingman, but a knock on right on halfway by Chapman. Chapman appealing to the referee. Really, to be honest with you, that sort of play is looking rather like desperate play already from Castleford. Paul Hume. The ball comes out to Castleford. So offside against Widnes, so a quick chance for Castleford with a full back. Rockley comes into the line. With the clock just coming up towards the half hour, the scoreline still, unbelievably, Castleford 0, Widnes 22. Play now brought up towards the Widnes 25. A chance for Castleford then. Moving the ball to the right. Southernwood steps the ball back to Kevin Ward. Charges towards the Widnes line. Now a chance for Castleford. 5 yards from the Widnes line. The defence looks a bit thin over there. But the referee has decided to give Castleford a penalty when they had a 5 to 6 man overlap on that far side, and that decision has irated the Castleford fans. That looked like a try for Castleford. And an unbelievable decision from the referee. He has sin-binned Joe Grimmer for deliberate offside at the play of the ball. Joe Grimmer. Castleford then moving the ball quickly to the left, to the wingman Chapman, who steps inside. 3 or 4 Widnes are over the cover. Well, Widnes must weather this storm now for 10 minutes without the influential Joe Grimmer. The referee obviously saying that that was a deliberate offside by Joe Grimmer. Unless, of course, Joe Grimmer said something to the referee. So Widnes temporarily down to 12 men. Certainly for what looks like the rest of this half, with 10 minutes to go on the clock. Castleford then in midfield, 10 yards from the Widnes line. Kevin Ward looks for support. Good tackling. So a test of character for Widnes here. John Joyner switches play back, but he's held up by Hume and Galotov. 5 yards from the Widnes line. A kick by Anderson towards the Widnes line, taken by Martin O'Fire. A superb catch under pressure from Martin O'Fire. So a test of Widnes' professionalism here. A superb start in the first quarter of the game. Now find themselves a man short with about 7 or 8 minutes of this first half remaining. And we'll have to call on all the professionalism to keep this scoreline intact. Caloto just outside his own 25. Unlucky. Ketcher just tapping his heels. Now Mackenzie from halfback. Going himself. Finding support by Mike O'Neill inside. Widnes obviously feel that they've got the beatings of Castleford so far. And even a man short, not going into the shell at all. David Hume with a cross kick field, but that goes out on the full. And so that will be a scrum down midway between halfway and the Widnes 25. Castleford then get the ball from that scrum, move it to the left. A long pass to Chapman. but the Widnes cover through Andy Courier quickly over to him. No room at all for Chapman. Sean Irwin will be at half-back. Plays the ball right on the Widnes 25. Now the full-back. But a good tackle by Richard Ears. One big mighty effort from Widnes now before half-time to try and keep this scoreline intact. Tony Marchant, the Castleford centre. And very, very naive play by a very experienced player, Tony Marchant. He was marked by a Widnes player. He played the ball to himself and tried to pass it. And really, Castleford can quite do without play like that at this stage of the game. Some respite for Widnes as Alan Tate kicks that ball downfield towards the halfway line. Be a tap to Widnes just inside their own half. Derek Pike. Ball going loose, the referee saying play on, so a chance for Castleford. Kevin Beadmore. So just outside the Widnes 25. With about 7 minutes of this first half remaining. Now Gibbs. Castleford in fact losing ground from when they first got the ball in this session of 6 tackles, and Mike O'Neill and Andy Courier doing very well to hold up the Castleford forwards. Now Kevin Ward. A good drive from Ward, but Widnes close him down. The 6th tackle then. Castleford move the ball to the left. John Joyner. A long pass to Kettridge. Out to Chapman, who steps inside. Still going Chapman. Kicks the ball along the field. And the ball going over the dead ball line, and the referee deciding that it will be a tap to Widnes on the 25. Phil McKenzie. Derek Pike trying the short pass. And a silly mistake by Widnes. Puts the pressure right back on them. With Castleford. Keith England making a superb drive towards the Widnes post. Now the Castleford fans getting behind Castleford. Kevin Ward drives at the Widnes line, and he's held up half a yard short. A tremendous tackle by Derek Pike. So a chance for Castleford. John Joyner switches play back to Southernwood. Keith England, but superb tackling by the Widnes forwards. Push Castleford back another 2 or 3 yards. John Joyner switches it back inside. The ball goes loose, and Phil McKenzie picks it up for Widnes. So Widnes must really steady this play down, as their captain David Hume is telling them. Nothing fancy in this first half now. A good lead. Derek Pike keeping the ball to himself, making play towards the Widnes 25. Widnes must play the tackles out steadily, as they do through Richard Ears. But the referee deciding that a Castleford player touched that ball and has wiped the tackles clean for Widnes. So Phil McKenzie using one of those tackles, going from dummy half. The ball thrown back to Alan Tate. A very high kick indeed. That ball will bounce in play, and the ball's still in play. Chapman, the full-back, keeping the ball in play, and Rick Thackeray tackles the full-back. Now Chapman from half-back, but he's met by Courier and Thackeray just outside his own 25. Widnes must keep this play down here for this remaining few minutes of this first half, especially being without Joe Grimmer, who is in the sin bin. And there are about 4 minutes left of this first half. Castleford take play just over the halfway. Widnes must surely do their level best to keep Castleford at bay and keep this 22-0 lead intact. Castleford then to Southernwood, moving the ball to the left to Gibbs. Gibbs coming himself, but a strong tackle from Andy Courier, and Paul Hume bring him to ground. Referee deciding that Paul Hume would not let Gibb up fairly or quickly enough from that tackle, and has awarded Castleford a free kick just outside the Widnes 25. Martin Kettridge safely into touch, so perhaps a last chance then for Castleford to at least get on the score sheet in this first half. Strong run from Kettridge, takes play to 6 yards from the Widnes line. This will need a big effort from Widnes. Kevin Ward drives himself at the Widnes line, and in fact tried to turn. The ball going loose. The referee decided that ball went backwards, and so it's still all on for Castleford, who move the ball through Joyner. Joyner straightens play up, goes for the Widnes post, finds Southernwood, and a try for Castleford. And that pass from John Joyner looking suspiciously forward.
Castleford tries for number 7.
Southernwood. And to be quite honest, Castleford desperately needed a score if they're to make any impression onto this Widnes lead. Martin Kettridge then kicks the conversion.
Conversion by number 11, Martin Kettridge,
Which takes the scoreline.
There is a police message from fans, please refrain from changing ends.
So Andy Currier restarts the game for Widnes, almost up to half-time. Castleford bring the ball through the full back. Rockley up to the 25. Kevin Ward. So then a chance then for Castleford, with the tails up after that try, to make some headway into the Widnes defence. Let's hope that that try is only one mistake by the Widnes defence. The referee pulling out David Young, the Widnes captain, for what appears to be a high tackle on Martin Kettridge. So, a free kick to Castleford, midway between the 25 and the halfway. And so deep inside the Widnes half now. Castleford through Horo, charging at the Widnes 25. Joe Grimmer comes back on the touchline for Widnes now. Kevin Ward takes play in front of the Widnes post, 15 yards from the Widnes line. A tremendous surge again from Castleford. Widnes will do well to keep them out to half-time. Keith England. Widnes fans desperately looking for the hooter for half-time. Kevin Beardmore almost getting through, but there goes the half-time hooter. And anybody who has made the trip across the Pennines from Norton Park, or from Widnes rather, to watch their favourites this afternoon, have been enthralled by a quite superb opening 20 minutes by Widnes. Tremendous tries that pushed them out to a 22 points to nil before Castleford, just before half.